Hi everyone. Today we can discuss about ERP. So, what is ERP stands for, and why we does use ERP, and what is the benefits of ERP, and what is the modern ERP, how it uses, and what is the benefits of that. So, what is an ERP stands for? So, ERP stands for it is an enterprise resource planning, and it is a business process management software. So, but what does it mean ERP? So, the simplest way to define the ERP is to think about all the core process and need to run a company, like a finance and HR, manufacturing and supply chain services, and procurement and management and others, like where we can there is a lot of departments like uh, sales and purchase, HR, payroll, and field services, whatever. So ERP will integrate their process into a single system, and it will increase the productivity and revenue to the organization, and it is easy to work. So different department access their data from one to another. So why we can use this ERP, and what is the uses of ERP? So let's see. So ERP is a centralized repository where I can store the data from uh, different departments, and it will use to the increase the revenue of the organization. So every company will store the data about their customers and their accounts, like their whatever they need, whatever the financial accounts, and what is the inventory they have, like what are the products they have, what is the raw materials they have, and they will store in a warehouse, right? So this data will have they will store the every organization. So on some of us spreadsheet about the company, some of documents and all those. So in earlier days, every company will store these data and a different data with a different data and different departments, and each department will store the data in some of computer systems, but they cannot they cannot share these data with each other. So it is the main disadvantages in earlier days. So assume that if a customer uh, comes to the sales department and asks to purchase a product, this sales guy to check the inventory, whether the product is available or not, how much stock is there. So the customer wants if a 100 quantity of the product, so the sales guy doesn't know what is the inventory of the product, right? So because the sales guy doesn't have access to uh, check the inventory management of that organization. So this sales guy will contact to that warehouse department by through mail or something internal portals. So they can give a reply, and these sales guy will go to give the customer. So it is a there is a time consumption. So in in such a way the customer will dissatisfied, because there is a lot of time consumption to communicate each other. So for this solution, the modern ERP will comes into the picture. So in modern ERP, the CRM data and finance data, production data, services data, supply chain management data, HRM data will store it in a centralized way, and they can access each other, and they can know what happening in every departments. They can go and check. So in this modern ERP, the sales guy will check the supply chain management, and go to the inventory management. They can also check what is the inventory available, and what the stocks will sales today, and what is the revenue generated today, and all information is accessible to that salesperson. So if any customer want to purchase some of product, so the sales guy will immediately go and check the inventory, what are the stock available, and what are the customer needs. If a customer needs 100 quantity, so he will check the inventory management. If it is there 80 quantity, he will uh, tell the customer there is a 80 quantity and we will supply the remaining quantity 20 quantity by tomorrow. So it is a easy way to access to communicate customer, right? So customer also will satisfy, and he will it is easiest way to communicate with each department. So what is the benefits of in modern ERP? So modern ERP, we have efficiency. In earlier days, every organization will store the data in like a spreadsheet or some papers or some documents. So in the papers or documents, if anyone missing, and they can store the data and repeatedly. So it will eliminate that repetitive process and reduce the manual enter information. So collaboration means every department will there is a lot of departments in ERP, right? So supply chain management and HR and payroll and finance departments, there is a salesperson, and these department will collaborations in a uh, single way. So integrated information. So it eliminates the databases. But assume that if there is different departments, they require a database, right, to store the data. Like in supply chain management department, in for supply chain management, they require the database, and HR and payroll, they require some database, and each departments will have a separate database. So it eliminates this different database consumptions. So customer services also is will it very easy to provide. So every customer also will satisfy the quickly service provide to the customers, and very quality service we able to give this from this ERP. So from this ERP software, we can able to view uh, the businesses in through the mobile applications. So because it is a centralized repository, it will stored in the cloud, and we can access the uh, uh, mm, we can access that data through the mobile applications. So in modern ERP, the customers also access the sites will through the anywhere in the world. So it is a cloud based ERP. So customers will access through the sites in anywhere, and they can also share the emails through the Office 365 and Exchange. So they can also view the business reports in Power BI. So Power BI visualizations. So it is easy accessible and understand what are the business happening, and what is the revenue generated, and what are the stocks is available in the inventory, what is the products and available in the inventory management, and what happening in their businesses and financial statements, and also they can view in the Power BI. So the main this ERP is very uh, big advantage to the customers to view the reports in mobile also. And there is a lot of benefits about the modern ERP. So that's it. Thank you, and subscribe it, and give a feedback, and if it is there any mistakes, and forgive me, and leave a comment also. Thank you.